Well, here goes. In 2008, I had an angelic mystical experience. I told a friend of mine about it, and she was like, "Oh, good, good. You speak to angels." And then she started telling people, and I freaked out. No way did I want people to know that somehow I was communicating with angels. Yeah, my close selected circle of friends and family, but not the whole wide world. So, fast forward all those years later. I guess this is about 17 years later, and I'm finally coming out of the spiritual closet. Yeah, well, over that time, I've been able to really fine tune my hearing or knowing and connection. I've also come to recognize the difference between my own egoic voice in my head and my higher self consciousness and what I call the angel team. And so, this team of angels that are with me, including the closest angel I have, which we would call that the companion angel or the guardian angel, who's been with me for a lifetime upon lifetime upon lifetime. And they've always described themselves as one. And I always envisioned them like a chorus, like a choir. You have all the voices speaking as we, as one, and then every once in a while, one may come forward that has a specialization, kind of like they're going to sing a solo. And so here's an example. In 2018, I bought a home. First time I ever bought a home on my own, all by my lonesome, and I did it. But I was definitely having some help with the angels, from the angels. There was one particular one that I had never met before that showed up to help me through all of the process. And when I checked in, I said, "So, what can I call you?" And this particular angel had almost a personality in a way. So I'm wondering if it was really just a guide and not an angel, but maybe it was an angel. I don't know, but it was so cool. He said, "Call me Lou." Okay, Lou the angel. A friend gave me a refrigerator, and her little boy had grown up. He was off to, school and doing his things. But apparently, when he was little, he played with those little magnets that you have the little letters and you put them on the refrigerator and they spell things. So as we're moving the refrigerator out of its old place to get it into the U-Haul truck to get it to my house, these little magnets were falling off, and falling down on the floor. And what we found was a few letters, and so we put them on there. It just so happened to spell Lou. So give me a break, right? One of those weird synchronistic experiences. So that's just all the things that have been happening over the years. It's just been kind of blowing my mind and blowing my mind. And I guess until it's not blowing my mind anymore and it feels normal. So I decided it's probably just best to go ahead and share the messages and to check in with my angels and give out some messages that I've been receiving that I think would be very helpful as we're going on this ascension journey together. And it's not like I have messages for humankind or anything like that, but it's just I want to imagine what Eden would be like. It's so different than what we're experiencing in this kind of dense form that we're in right now. But if we lighten up and our whole demeanor changes and our whole perspective changes, and we are like the avatars who have walked the earth, who have shown us the way, and we're all living like that, what would that be like if we were all like that? So, consequently, I've been starting to actually receive messages, imagining what that would be like with my angel team. So, I plan to share that with you as well. So, consider this the first installment of Out of the Spiritual Closet. And if you care to take that journey with me, please enjoy the videos. All right. Take care until next time.